welcome to the homestead. Today we just want to give a quick update on the seeds that we're starting indoors, the plants we're starting indoors. As you remember before, we talked about put seeds in dirt. Don't be afraid to try. Don't think you have to have some sophisticated system set up to make this happen. As you can see, I'm in the corner of our home office. Moved some things out, popped up a portable table, and here we are, right? It's as simple as this, little natural light. I didn't worry about grow lights, I didn't worry about heat mats, which you can do, and you may have a little bit more success, but we just want to show you that this is pretty easy. I don't know if you can see out the window here, it's April 18th, I think, losing track of my days, in upstate New York, and it snowed overnight. So our plants are inside kind of feeling good because it's warmer in here, not so warm outside. But we're getting this started so we can plant in later May once the soil gets warm outside. And we've got some pretty good things going here. So as you can see, we've got tomatoes here, and there's a few different varieties, and we'll talk about that. We've got some peppers back here. There's Brussels sprouts. We've got some jalapenos here. They're kind of little still, but that's okay. And then we've got some eggplants. Eggplants here, and then a little bit longer. So one thing that I want to make note of is you can grow in whatever you choose to use. So I have a combination of things here. I've got these peat pots and I've got these plastic pots. Now you can get 100 of them each online from Amazon, and I think the plastic ones might be about $14 for 100, and these peat pots are probably closer to $18 for 100, but that's still pretty cheap. And the good thing about using these peat pots is when you go to plant them, you just take this whole pot, dig a hole, sink it in, cover it with dirt, and then this biodegrades and you don't have to worry about it. These plastic pots are fine. You just, when you go to plant them, you just kind of pop the plant up and out and put it in the dirt. I've also got a couple of different mats here, or containers here. So I don't know if you can see, this container here actually has a bed inside of it, and it lifts up and you put the water down in the bed, so you don't have to water the plants all the time. You just fill that with water and they pull the water up as they need. All these others I'm just doing by hand. Now most of these want about 1 inch of water a week. So you can do that twice a week if you want, like a ½ inch, and then later a ½ inch, or you can water it and let them dry out. And I know sometimes people get a little nervous when they see them getting super dry. They think, oh, I need water, but that's not necessarily true. As long as they're getting about 1 inch of water a week, that's good. The other thing is, so my Brussels sprouts I started, and these 3 right here you can see are doing pretty well, right? So they're getting kind of tall. I don't know if you can see that, right? And then, like I said before in one of the previous videos, they started to get really leggy and really tall, so they were up here. So what I did is I repotted them all, dug them up, sunk them in, filled it with dirt, and then out of the, I think 12 or 18 I had, only 3 lived because I disturbed the root system and I killed them, which made me sad. But what I did was I just took the peat pots and I replanted seeds. So now what I have is, these Brussels are probably about a week behind, or 2 weeks behind the others. But that's okay, because what I'm doing is, as this grows up through, I take more dirt here, and I just kind of dump it in the pot around the outside of this plant. So I give it a little bit more support through the stem, and it grows tall and strong. So just kind of one of those, and then I'll give it a little water at some point, and now I've got my plant in there, and it's going to be nice and strong. So that's just kind of a little tip. The other thing we're going to do, not in this video, but in next video, is we're going to show you how to use different types of seeds, right? So all of these seeds came from packets. One thing I would suggest is, if you have a friend that you want to try this with, buddy up, because a lot of the seed packets you get, you're going to get hundreds of seeds, and you're not necessarily going to need them all. So you may want to buddy up with a friend and say, you buy the tomato seeds, let them buy the pepper seeds, and then trade seeds, and you'll spend less money. Later what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to start plants from seeds from produce that we bought at the grocery store. So some people say it works, some people say it doesn't. If you don't know, right here, go to the internet, right? Research on your computer or your phone, just look it up, right? You can't lose anything. You've got nothing to lose. Just accept a little bit of time, a little bit of space, some dirt, and a few cents on a peat pot. So So that's it for now. This is the update. Again, these have been growing for, I'd say, 3 weeks now, and you can see they're doing quite well. So we've got another almost 2 months for them to grow. So we'll continue to show the progress. But I just want to encourage you, take a chance, put some seeds in dirt, try to grow your own produce. It's so much fun and so rewarding. Thanks for visiting the homestead. Oh, and follow us on The Practical Homesteader on Instagram at The Practical Homesteader, all one word, because we'll keep submitting photos and updates of this as we go. So follow us on our journey, and again, put some seeds in dirt. Thanks.